welcome back to Uncle Matt's Cookery Lessons. I'm going to make some duck spring rolls. There's a lot of ingredients. It's not the sort of dish I normally do, but these are proper lush, really lovely. I'm going to run you through the ingredients and hope you enjoy this recipe. So there's the recipe on the screen. I haven't actually put amounts for the sauce items. It's really, you can figure it out as you go along which one you prefer most of. There's no actual cooking involved in the sauce part, so fill your boots on that one. So here I go. This is making sauce, opening different bottles of different flavoured oriental type sauces and chucking them in a bowl. So we've had plum sauce, sweet chilli, soy, that's fish sauce. Go easy with that stuff, that's a bit pokey, that. He says chucking loads in. Sesame, definitely love sesame. I think it's a really good flavour, but do be careful with it again, it's quite pungent. Some sesame seeds for a little attractiveness. Now I'm using parsley. Traditionally you would use coriander. My lady hates it. She thinks it tastes like soap. Apparently lots of people do. So, you know, you don't really want to put soap in someone's mouth, not unless they've got a potty mouth. And that last ingredient you just saw was pickled ginger, which you normally associate more with Japanese, with sushi and stuff, but I think it goes very nicely in these. You pimp that up. You put whatever you want in it. So this is 4 duck legs that I have confit myself. I'll add in the description a link to my recipe where I'm showing you how to do confit duck. But for this occasion I just bought 4 duck legs from my local butcher, quickly confit them. What I'm doing here is I'm just picking the meat off. One of these duck legs though I'm going to reserve for another dish, and there will be a recipe coming soon for that one. So I'm only using 3 for this, and I got 14 spring rolls out of this, so pretty good yield. So pick the meat, just go through it now, try to make sure you haven't got any bits of gristle, bits of tendon or bone in there that you don't want. No one wants to be biting into that. There you go, found a bit. So do take a bit of time to go through it. Right then, let's get this mixture made. I'll say it right now, a larger bowl would have been useful. So there goes in the parsnip. Slightly unusual. Went to make them. No carrots in the fridge, so quickly, parsnip will do. And it actually was a triumph. Just whack all the ingredients in there, other than the bean sprouts. I want to leave those. I don't want to bruise them. I want to sort of just gently mix those in afterwards. Okay, some of the sauce. Again, it's up to you. Don't make it soaking wet, whatever you do though. It's really, and it's not necessarily to bind it, it's to coat. Ingredients coated. Have a good taste, season, and there goes the bean sprouts. Now, a moment ago you may notice I had some spring roll, what I thought was spring roll pastry. When I opened it, much to my surprise, it wasn't. It was spring roll wrapping. It's completely different. It's stuff you've got to soak in warm water, and you just put cooked ingredients in it and you serve them without frying them. Not what I wanted. So last minute dash to the shop to get some filo pastry. I know it's not the same. I feel like a fraud, but what can you do at about 9 o'clock at night when it's your brother's 50th birthday the next day and you've promised you're going to make these things? So filo pastry it is, but actually end results are cracking. Very nice. So feel free to do it with the filo pastry, or if you've got a good oriental supermarket near you, you'll be able to get actual spring roll pastry, and the method will be identical. What I've got there is a damp cloth. If you leave filo pastry or spring roll pastry uncovered, it will get all dry. Not very good. Very quickly as well. So here we go. This is the technique you need. I'm putting a couple of spoonfuls of the mixture close to the top, but leaving a border. And once you've chosen the width you're going to go for on these, try to get them all reasonably uniformed. But there you go, so you've got gaps on the side, a gap at the top, so you can fold this over now. Easy peasy. Once you've got your sides tucked in, you're happy with that. Another little brush of egg. So the egg just basically acts as glue when you're going to fry these or deep fry them. Otherwise they just unravel and all the insides will be on the outside. It'd be a disaster. And I'm just showing you there the join. Just give that a little bit of brush as well. Put those on a plate or a tray and cover them in cling film as well. They will dry out. You don't want them to crack because then they'll burst as you cook them. So just show you one more here. Gotta say, these went down a storm. And my brother's 50. How old does that make me feel now? He's my big brother, but it's coming on. We're closing in. Now, they went down a storm, and my dad, he wants me to explain the recipe for him. And I said, are you not watching my videos, Dad? That's why I do them, so you can actually follow them. The instructions, that's exactly what they're for, honestly, family. What are they like? So there you go, there's another one done. You've got the gist of that now. So let's fry one. Check that the oil is hot by just dropping in a little bit of spare pastry in it first. If it fizzles like that, it's ready. Now, it looks like no time passed there, but I assure you that was a good couple of minutes. I edited very well. And now I'm showing you how not to turn one over. Yeah, in a minute. Go on, get it over. When you're going to give up? There we go. Tongs. I thought I'd leave the mistakes in sometimes. It humanises me. It can't be perfect all the time, can I? So anyway, here's doing a few at the same time. I decided was a better idea. Otherwise we would be there for a very long time. I think 3 was the maximum. Go on, get over. All in all, they take about 5 minutes or so. Now, obviously, the filling inside is ready to eat, so you don't have to worry about it all being cooked. It's already there. Let's cut one in half. Now, if it was spring roll pastry, it would be more crunchy than this. But it's pretty good. And I have to say, I am so pleased with those. They look great. Do they taste good? Well, let's find out, shall we? Seriously good. Very, very tasty. So that's it. A very straightforward, actually, duck spring roll recipe made with filo pastry, which makes it not quite a spring roll, but you'll forgive me, I hope. I hope you have a go. Let me know how you get on. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching another episode of Uncle Matt's Cookery Lessons. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe, people, and share it. We're getting there. We're slowly moving. Anyway, this one's over now. I'll see you in the next one. Coming soon. Bye.